Welcome to Top 10 SBC Use Cases.
Number 5 is the various communications as a service access kind of application. And what we're seeing here is a UCaaS provider as an example, or it could be a contact center, could be either unified communications, it could be a collaboration service, could be a CPaaS, any one of those providers. And they want to be able to have remote either devices, telephones, or potentially soft clients out remotely, and they would like to have those secured with SIP over TLS. In many cases, the CaaS application would prefer to not have it encrypted when it arrives, and this is basically offloading some of the security to the session border controller. And in this architecture environment, it's secured from the remote IP phone or soft client to the SBC, and then the SBC decrypts it and puts it in the clear before it sends it over to the UCaaS or CCaaS application. And again, it's going to manage the NAT traversal at the remote office. And one of the other big benefits is the fact that it's cloud native. Right? We can put this session border controller in a Vmware or cloud environment alongside the UCaaS application. All right, so let's take a look at a customer, and this is a relatively recent case study with Austen Consultants. They are a full-service UCaaS provider. They kind of backed into this. Is a really fascinating story, and we have a whole complete dedicated webinar that we did with Austen Consultants on their story. Highly recommend. If this is similar to your situation, you take a listen. They've been offering services to schools and governments and small medium businesses in the South based off a hosted 3CX and using their architecture shown here to the right, which is where they have the remote users IP phones with a 3CX application, but they also use some of the previous use cases I showed with their inbound and outbound trunking, using separate instances of ProSBC to manage their inbound traffic and another one to manage their outbound traffic. And this is all housed in their in-house Vmware cloud that they've built for themselves. And then in addition to this, they added onto it some Robo-calling and fraud protection, which we'll talk about in a couple of use cases. They were able to build all that all in one single platform, and it's a really cool story. And like I said, we've got a dedicated webinar. We spent an entire hour with Austen Consultants on this, and Matt Ooster is a great story with including the live demo. There's lots of resources on the free SBC Pro SBC website. We have written versions of the case studies on the case study page, and we've got just some abstract descriptions of the use cases, very brief summaries of the use cases on the use case pull down at the top of the website. And of course the library on YouTube has all of the, not only the use cases and customer case studies, but we got these training modules, the recorded webinars. We got some how-to tutorials that show how to configure and manage it. A handful of customer interviews on there. I also have some frequently asked questions, some recorded podcasts, and much more. And again, I highly encourage you to check out some of that now. But subscribe to it. Every time we finish up one of these webinars, for example, we post a recording of the event, and then you can be notified of the recording being posted. Yeah.